Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live Monday Live. Hope everyone's doing great today. And I'm looking forward to being with you guys today for sure. So, I'm trying to get situated here in my chair. But let me know when you're on. I'd like to be able to say hey to you, talk to you, see what's going on. And I'm excited about this week. We're actually in the week of Christmas, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys. I really am. It's going to be a great week. I don't know if you're like me, but I love Christmas. I truly, truly love Christmas a lot. And by the way, I was going to tell you guys, don't forget about this month's book, which is Leaps of Faith. We have sold a lot of these, so that's always a good thing. And by the way, also, I was going to tell you guys before we get started, any of you that want Christmas words for friends or family members, we do ask for a donation, per word if possible for our missions fund. So, but I want you guys to know you have me today. You have me all day today to prophesy to people. So let me know and just once again write in. Hello, Sandra from Arkansas. You guys just write in, go to the website, write in, donate, and because we need, we'd love to have the Christmas funds to support our mission here at Christmas time, and we always ask for that because we want to be able to support as many people as possible during this Christmas season. But I want to also let you guys know that I'm here today. So if you want to do a prophetic word for a friend or family member, and you're like, hey, what better gift to surprise somebody with? And trust me, throughout the years, many of you have done that, and it has been like tremendously a blessing to so many friends of yours. And so, we'll let you know that if you guys want to do a prophetic word for a gift for somebody, we can actually do that. And I can do it today, send it to you guys to your email, and then you can just send it to them on Christmas Day and say, hey, what the best gift of all is having the baby Jesus, which is not a baby anymore, prophesy and talk to you. It's an amazing thing. So yeah, it is the best gift. It really is. To hear God's voice is amazing. So anyway, I want you guys know that and everything. Now, also, I will say this to you guys. Normally I do a lot of planning for my lives on Monday. And this week, honestly, since it is Christmas week, my family and friends have been blessed with the prophetic words. Awesome, Rebecca. Oh, hey, your whole family is amazing, Rebecca. But here we are on Christmas week, and I normally have things planned on Mondays, but I really didn't today. I thought, I'm not gonna plan anything. I thought about it and I thought, let's just not plan anything today on this Monday, and let's just go ahead and share and talk for a minute. Here we are on Christmas, and I'm excited. So I want to say this to you guys. If many of you have any Christmas traditions you guys do, put in the comment section below here on, because we're on actually YouTube, we're actually on Instagram. So you guys comment, let me know exactly maybe what has been your Christmas tradition throughout the years. I would love to be able to read it out loud and stuff, and just find out what you guys are up to. I know for me, I'll tell you guys some of my stories this week. Since normally I get on here and teach, but I'll share with you some of my stories this week. So as many guys know, my father passed away in 2014. My mom is still alive and kicking, live and doing good. But one of the things that I have, I remember as a boy. And by the way, all traditions are different. I know, let me say this real quick. I know Rebecca being Hispanic, a lot of Hispanics have different traditions they do. I think a lot of you guys celebrate sometimes on Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day. There's different methods, different traditions people have as well. But so you definitely share with me your, oh yeah, absolutely. Puerto Rican food is the bomb. I love it. But some of the traditions, well, not really traditions we had when I was a kid, but I have two older sisters. And so the three of us, as we were kids, we would, my mom and dad, we would like go out to eat on Christmas Eve, come home, plenty of time. And my dad would always say things like, I think I hear Christmas bells. I think Santa Claus is near. You guys got to hurry and go to bed. So I remember every Christmas Eve, they would both building up this expectation of us wanting to hurry and go to bed. I'm thinking to myself, as you get older, you think to yourself, do you really want to give all this, excitement and all this energy to a child and then make them go to bed? You know what I mean? It's like, that's a horrible thing. It's like build you up, pump you up with energy. Santa Claus is near. And all of a sudden it's like, but you got to go to bed, and so it was crazy. But we listen to Christmas songs, and every year, let me also say this to you guys as well. Oh, you do. So Christmas Eve and presents, Christmas morning. Okay, that sounds really good. Another thing we did also is on Christmas Eve, would always watch, would take the full week, would watch Christmas stories. Now, I still do that this time, with my family as well. And I love The Year Without a Santa Claus. I still, to this very day, every year, without you guys knowing about it, I still every year without fail watch The Year Without a Santa Claus. Santa Claus Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, one of my favorite ones is Elf, with I almost said Jimmy Fallon. Elf with oh my gosh, I love this dude. I can't think of his name. Anyway, I just watched it anyway. So yeah, I love Elf. Elf is a good movie. Four Christmases. Oh my gosh, Reese Witherspoon, Vince Vaughn. That is one hilarious movie. So we have these traditions every year we watch this. Anyway, and there's different. There's a couple of more movies. Home Alone. You got to watch Home Alone. But cabbage roll is a huge thing. I did not know that. I'm told I make really good ones. Janika, you need to make me some cabbage rolls next year. So anyway, every year we'd watch Year of Santa Claus, watch all the little, remember those was a claymation type of things every year, and my mom and dad and I and my sisters would watch them. We watched those, all the movies we had when we were kids, and then on Christmas Day, I'll tell you guys a story. Okay, you'll like this. So one year, this is really funny. Can't believe I'm telling you guys this story. So when I was a kid, I'm probably going to say I was about maybe 10 years old, maybe 9. I can't even remember. When you're young, you don't remember. Maybe 8, 9. I don't know. So anyway, when I was a kid, I happened to wake up early. Now remember, let me say this to you: we never woke up. We never could get out of our room on Christmas Day until Mom and Dad woke up, because when Mom and Dad woke up is when you were able to go in the living room and see what Santa Claus bought for you, right? And so, okay, you got it. I'm gonna come to Sacramento one time. So, what we do is, one year I woke up a little earlier than I should had. So, guess what Jeremy did? A little sneaky Jeremy. So, as a little boy, I snuck into the living room. I opened my door real quietly, snuck down the hall, snuck in the living room, and saw my presents, from Santa Claus. Will Smith, Will Ferrell. Thank you, Brittany. Will Ferrell. I knew that. And so anyway, so I snuck in there and saw my presents, from Santa Claus. And all of a sudden it's like, and I went back in my room and I was so excited. I couldn't wait to play with them and stuff. And I laid there, waiting on my dad to wake up, my mom to wake up. And so anyway, what was funny is my dad actually heard me. And when we get up, we would run into their bedroom, and say, okay, got to come see what Santa Claus brought. And then we'd go in the living room. And so we did that. And my dad said, now, I thought I heard somebody walking around earlier. Oh, no, sir. That wasn't me. No. Of course, Christmas Day, you don't lie to your mom and dad, right? But I did tell a little white lie as a kid. And of course, my dad never got onto him because he knew. He was excited. He knew that completely. And so anyway, they were like, don't do that again. It's because it spoils it for the parents, right? But anyway, we had some great Christmas times. Of course, on Christmas Day, we would go see both my grandparents, which lived on the opposite end of town, but it was just such amazing memories I had as a kid. And so we always kept those traditions. My mom and dad love Christmas. What I tell people every year is I throw up Christmas in my home. We put Christmas trees up and decorate it, to the fullest. And I mean, I throw up Christmas in the house, So I still carry on those traditions, with my family. And love it. I mean, Christmas is probably one of my favorite times of the entire year. And I always tell people this: I never, ever, ever allow myself to grow up. One of the things I love is I love the fact that every year I still get that excitement, that sort of butterflies in your belly, thinking, okay, you know what? It's almost Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Day, and I love it. I truly, truly love it. So it's a great time of the year. And I hope you guys have great memories as well growing up. So let's go ahead and share a little bit. Let's see here. Rebecca says, Elf. Oh, yeah. Elf is A Wonderful Life. Miracle on 34th Street. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, one that we watched the other night was White Christmas. Now, every year, that's another tradition, is White Christmas, because you got to love, I can't remember her name is Eva. She's on there. Bing Crosby. Rosemary Clooney, which is George Clooney's aunt, in case you guys didn't know that. Let's see here. Anybody else? And who was the other lady? Other guy on there? I forgot the guy is on there, but man, I love watching White Christmas. And by the way, I do my research on all of them, and of course, all of them died, at an early age and stuff. But Rosemary Clooney actually died in the early 2000s. She was one of the longest living ones that came from the movie. But I love that movie, White Christmas. Whenever you guys watch White Christmas, you can think of me, because I love White Christmas. So Yes, Janika, I did. I lied when I was a kid. Can you believe it? Really sad. But anyway, there's because as a little kid, you ever lie, you get your butt torn up. You know what I mean? But Christmas Day was the day I did not get my butt torn up. So, and I learned my lesson then. But anyway, but yes, absolutely, those are great, great movies. Completely, I love White Christmas. And are there any, Rebecca? Are there any really good Hispanic Christmas movies that you know of, that maybe we wouldn't normally watch here in America that you remember, that would maybe from Puerto Rico or anywhere else that maybe you maybe might not be the real famous one here that you guys let me know what you if you had one as a kid as well. So but yes, we watched those. I'm trying to think of anything else I was going to tell you guys too on Christmas. Oh, by the way, also one thing we also did is we always had like a special, like mom would make certain things, if we didn't eat out, which normally we wouldn't eat out, but as little kids sometimes it was really hard because we didn't know as kids about Santa Claus being mom and dad, and so we always were like, mom and dad would take us out of the house to eat, and come bring us back. But a lot of times my poor mom, she would just make all this dinner. Then while we were asleep, they're putting toys together, and I'm like, I don't see how on earth they ever made it. My goodness, I don't see how they ever made it. And can you imagine having 3 kids or more and having to put bicycles together, like that were from scratch, you know what I mean? Or like, or some big like doll house my sister had, and having to put it together all during the night. I mean, there's no way. No wonder why some of these parents end up drinking half the time. I tell you, it's crazy. But anyway, but yeah, we had really a great Christmas, and I still carry on the Christmas traditions for sure. I'm trying to think of anything else I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah, also let me know one maybe a gift you guys got as a kid that was one of the greatest gifts you were wanting. Some of the gifts I got, I remember getting my Superman doll. I don't know what you call him, a doll, like action figure, I should say. Superman action figure, because Superman was my favorite. My dad and I would watch those Superman movies with Christopher Reeve in the 90s. We'd go to the movies, and watch those because, it's all you got to go to is the movies. You can't watch them on Netflix now, we didn't have that then. And so we'd do that. But do you guys remember? You probably don't. A lot of you are a lot younger. But I had it was a stuffed bear, but his name was Buddy. And I'll never forget that. He was probably, I don't know, maybe this tall, and Buddy was my buddy. Like, I mean, I carried this stuffed animal, I guess stuffed animal doll, whatever. I mean, everywhere I went as a kid, I mean, Buddy was my buddy. I just loved it. But I remember had one of those. Had G.I. Joe, got to have G.I. Joe, had G.I. Joe. I had a train. Now, you guys also didn't know this as well about me. I'll give you food for thought about me, okay? A lot of work. Yeah, it was a lot of work, I'm sure, putting it together. Also, I'll tell you guys this. I was looking at my photo album the other day because I was trying to find some pictures for my sister. She's a realtor, so she puts together some stuff, and she was trying to find some old pictures of her as a kid, and I have my photo albums, my grandparents' photo albums. I have my grandparents' parents' photos albums. I mean, I go back far, because we have a strong, rich inheritance, from our Jewish and Portuguese side, and so it was really cool. Anyway, did you guys also know? Let me say this to you guys as well. Also, you didn't know this, but my family actually, I guess you could say, opened up the first. You ready for this one? You guys know this about me. Have a lot of cool, famous things in my family. Opened up the very first Jewish synagogue in the United States of America. Did you know that? It's in Rhode Island. Very first one. And if you go to the synagogue, still there today, the synagogue, because, we were Jewish. My family was Jewish way back in the day. And so, first synagogue was my family who opened it up, and actually engraved. My uncle, when he was alive, actually went up there and saw this too. And the foundation of the synagogue, very bottom, there's carved into the concrete the name Lopez. Isn't that cool? So yeah, so my family was the first one to introduce Judaism, believe it or not, to America. Most people didn't know that about me. But that was my family. Also, you guys didn't know this as well. I'm going to give you all my information here. My third cousin is Klinger, Jamie Farr off MASH. If you guys didn't know that or not, I used to get autographs from him a lot, and good guy. So yeah, I had Jamie Farr. Remember MASH, the TV show MASH? Jamie Farr, Klinger. He actually lives in Minnesota with his wife, and that's my third cousin, Jamie Farr. Let's see here. Anything else I was going to tell you guys? I also have a cousin. I also have a my ancestry, who actually signed the Declaration of Independence. His signature is on there as well. My sister was Mrs. Alabama. I'm trying to think of anything else I'll get to you guys, or it was really cool about my family. I think that's pretty much it on that side, but I had a lot of cool things going on. Anyway, back to my story. So, what was going to tell you guys as well? GI Joe had a train set as well, like most kids did. Oh, I know I was going to tell you guys. Okay, here's what I was going to tell you. I actually had some hamsters. I was looking at my pictures. I'll bring them next time, but I had some pictures of my hamsters. I had actually one, two. Is it two or three? Three. I had three hamsters, and yeah, I had three hamsters at the time, and I had a little cage for them. They'd run around the little wheel. When I was a kid, I'd take them out and play with them. I had three hamsters, had tons of dogs as well, and a cat. Had a dog from hell when I was a kid. Dog from hell. I mean, this dog ascended from hell, the abyss. His name was Peppy. I'll never forget this. He guarded my mom and dad with their life. I mean, my mom and dad were this dog's. I mean, like he was their guardian. He was like their protector. And buddy, anytime my sisters had their boyfriends come over, he would just tear their legs apart. He would like, little tiny chihuahua. I mean, little tiny, couldn't even hurt a flea. But my goodness, he thought he was a German Shepherd, and he protected our family like crazy. So anytime anybody came over, we'd have to sort of move Peppy into another room. But Lord, that dog, he loved my family, but he was a hellion, let me tell you. So he was adorable. He really was. Is Lopez from your Portuguese side? Yes, it is actually. It is. It's from my Lopez. My Portuguese is from my Lopez side. Absolutely. For sure. I had actually, by the way, Rebecca, you didn't know this, but I had actually interesting thing, even though I'm Portuguese and Jewish, I'm actually more Jewish than Portuguese, but I had ancestors come from during the Spanish Inquisition, but actually it's weird because that was Spanish, but they were Portuguese, but they came during that time. So yes, I have a wonderful, really cool family. Yeah. And anyway, so yeah, that's how that came about. Yeah, Ada would probably like this as well for sure. So that's my family history. I'm trying to think of anything else I was going to tell you guys. Do people ask me, do I know Spanish or Portuguese? I know a little bit of Spanish, not a whole lot. Don't know any Portuguese, but I know a little bit of Spanish. So, como está usted? We could probably talk a little bit, Rebecca. Let's see here. Let's see. Anything else I was going to tell you guys you want to know? Any questions you guys want to ask me, as long as it's not personal, go ahead and ask me away. I'd love to be able to talk to you guys. Just wanted to be down to earth for you guys and just talk instead of doing a teaching. Let's see. Brittany said, I got a cat stuffed animal that purred that I loved. P.S. Rebecca said she watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yes, the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh my gosh. I love the cartoon one. But I also loved the one, not with Will Ferrell, the one with, oh my gosh, I used to watch him on Mad TV. Come on, what is his name? Oh my God, I just saw this 2 nights ago. What is his name, guys? No, oh my gosh. No, I'm not talking about Will Ferrell now. Who is the guy? Because he was on Mad TV. I used to watch Mad TV when I was younger. No, Gringo. No. Yeah, I'm the Gringo. What is and by the way, when you speak Spanish, Brittany, you gotta roll your R's. So just let you know that, all right? You gotta do that, all right? So what is the guy's name who starred in Elf? I know what is the guy's name? Not Elf, I'm sorry. Grinch. The Grinch. Who starred in the Grinch? I could see his name. Jim Carrey, yeah. Yes, the newer version of the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yeah, Jim Carrey. That one's hilarious. And I read a lot of times that he actually improvised. A lot of it was very spontaneous, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, Jim Carrey. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. But oh, and by the way, I'll give you guys something else you didn't know about. I have one of my good friends is Carrie Guffey. Now you might say, who is Carrie Guffey? How many of you are you with me? How many of you ever watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind in the 80s? You remember that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Remember that? Do you remember the little tiny boy? His name was Michael, I think. I remember. But do you remember the little tiny boy that was the main star of Close Encounters of the Third Kind? You remember that? He's a good friend of mine. He lives down the street from me. Yep, here in Alabama. He quit acting. He was in about 10 movies and quit acting when he got to be a teenager. And moved to Alabama, fell in love, and now he is a financial advisor. And he still has that same boyish face when as a little boy. So if you guys ever watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you remember that one where the spaceship comes down and you da 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 hear the music, doo, 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 you know, and they're all and the little boy's sitting there, and all the people are responding. Well, yeah, Small World. That's actually a good friend of mine. Yeah, and yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else I'm going to tell you guys today. I never do this, so I thought let's just do it this Christmas holiday. It's just talk. So, any traditions you guys want to? I love those movies. I'm a huge sci-fi guy, Rebecca. I'll just say I'm a huge anybody that wants to ever bless me. Let me tell you, I'm a huge sci-fi guy. I do love suspense. I'm not going to lie. Like some drama, like some comedy. I like it all. I really like it all. I sometimes like a little bit of thrillers, you know, just a little bit, you know, suspense, I should say. But I'll watch pretty much anything, you know. As long as the movie's good rated, and Rotten Tomatoes gives it a good rating, you know, I'll watch it as well, you know. So, but anyway, but any good things you guys like to do or had your traditions? Oh, Star Trek, you gotta love Star Trek. You can't be American without liking Star Trek, right? You Puerto Ricans, you even know that, you understand that as well, right? So yeah, Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek. So I'll give you a little clue on that one, Rebecca, on Star Trek. Star Trek The Next Generation, okay. You had Counselor Troy, you know, and then you had, you know, the captain and the I think you call him like assistant captain type of thing. He spent so many years. I think Whoopi Goldberg was on there once in a while. But on the next generation, when I became a Christian in my early 20s, my dad and I would cut up laughing because every time we loved Star Trek Next Generation, but we always saw all of them as the fivefold ministry. Isn't that crazy? But we did. So Counselor Troy, who had these who had this intuitiveness, you know, she was the prophet. Then you had, you had the captain who was the pastor, you know, then you had the apostle, then you had the the assistant captain, you know, who was the Johnny Picard, I think was the captain. Then you had like the assistant who was the pastor, you know. So you had all your fivefold on deck, you know. So we always laughed about it all the time. But Aurora, she was in the original Star Trek, yeah, definitely. But that was a good one too. Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. But yep, love them all, love them all. Anything else I was going to tell you guys about Christmas or my life? Let's see here. Anything else you want to know? Okay, since we're all talking, we'll give you this. So, being real today, I actually do a lot more homeopathic type of stuff. I do that from toothpastes to deodorants, different things. I do that. And let me also say this, you guys, maybe TMI, but I actually have used toothpaste with no fluoride. I'm just going to be real with you guys. You'll never hear me say this kind of stuff. I actually use toothpaste with no fluoride. I haven't done that in 20 years because fluoride is not good for you. And when I stopped using fluoride, guess what? Jeremy never had any more cavities. Isn't that crazy? And my teeth, I mean, when I go to the doctor, I'm the dentist, he's always like, my God, your teeth are so white. Well, that's because I also dye my teeth. But he's like, your teeth are so white, your teeth are so beautiful, and you have no cavities this time. Do all these x-rays, you have no cavities. And that happened when I quit using fluoride. Isn't that crazy? I think it probably is a little bit more coincidental, but I do that, yeah. And different things. And so let's see, anything else I was going to tell you guys? Why not? Anything else I was going to tell you guys? It's Christmas. Let's have a good time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you, Janika, completely. Anything else you guys want to know about me or your favorite Christmas tradition or something you want to ask about Christmas, maybe that I do? Throw it at me. You guys have me today for another 10 minutes. So I'm ready for any questions. Any guys have any more questions? I'm ready. Because I didn't want to do a teaching today since it's Christmas. I feel like, you know what, we're all family. Let's enjoy each other's family company, and we can just shoot the breeze, talk, and share some different traditions and movies or any type of other movies you guys like to watch. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Have you modeled? I knew somebody would ask me that, Rebecca. Yeah, I did. Don't tell anybody. I did actually a little bit. So yeah, that's why you see my pictures. Yeah, my sister was a model as well. My sister actually was Mrs. Alabama. And she, this is embarrassing to say, really embarrassing to say, but back in the day when she was Miss Alabama, she got to meet, remember Florence Henderson from the Brady Bunch? She got to know her real well. And this is the embarrassing part though. She got to know Bill Cosby. Yeah. And he was one of the things back in the day, way back in the day. This is before Bill Cosby. Yeah. Sort of all that junk came out on him, but yeah, he was, back in the day. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so yeah, she did a lot of modeling as well. And, so I have a family full of models. My nephew, you guys didn't know this, My nephew's a model as well and has traveled to different places, New York and Georgia. And he was actually, now you guys that are very not really so hip on this, my nephew actually was in some ASAP Rocky videos, if you know who that is. And ASAP Rocky is the one who actually is with Rihanna. And I don't know if they're married or not, but they have some children together. But yeah, he was in some of ASAP Rocky videos. My nephew was. And does a lot of modeling as well. And anything else you guys want to know about me and my family, I'll be glad to tell you. Let's see, anything else I can tell you. I can watch the wheels in some of your minds again. ASAP Rocky, who in the world is that? He's like a pop star, rapper type of guy. Yeah, but he's now with Rihanna. You guys know Rihanna, the singer. So yeah. Anything else I was going to tell you guys? Let's see here. Love it. So cool. Thanks. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to know about my life? Okay, we'll talk about my travels. Why not? Well, you guys can share with me your favorite movies or you have a question. I have actually, thank you. I appreciate that, Janika. Let's see, where have I traveled to? I used to travel to Taiwan every year to preach. I need to pull some videos out for you guys. I don't travel that much anymore. I just sort of quit traveling, speaking. I just wanted to. But thank you, my friend. I love you too. But I traveled to Taiwan every year for years and years. In fact, I'll be in Taiwan again 2026. I think in June or July, I'll be back in there. Skipped a couple of years, but I did conference there, did School of the Prophets since 2009 in Taiwan. I went to Switzerland. I went to Switzerland, did a School of the Prophets there for a number of years, back to back for years on end. Been to Indonesia, spoke in Indonesia, spoke on the stage with Benny Hinn was a couple days before me. Benny Hinn I was in Robert's Laradan because Roberts and I traveled together to Indonesia, did a huge conference, like 10,000 people, with Benny Hinn and stuff, years and years and years ago. Let's see here. Where have I traveled to speak? Gosh, I've spoken Bahamas, most of the states here, spoken Puerto Rico twice, Rebecca, before I knew you years ago, and a church in Puerto Rico, spoken Costa Rica. Never forget Costa Rica because it was Dr. Mildred Gonzalez, and I think she's passed by now. I don't remember, but we became such good friends and stuff. And so, yep, spoke there. Gosh, I've spoken so many countries and places. You name it, I've been there. I can't think of anywhere else now. My brain just can't think right now at the moment. But yeah. So, any questions you guys have? Throw me some questions. We got 10 more minutes. Any questions? Any comments? Any great movies you guys like to watch for Christmas? Any great traditions you guys like for Christmas as well? Throw them at me. I'm all ears. I want to hear. Let me know. We've got another 10 minutes, and then we'll be closing down our thing this morning. What is your favorite food? Good to go, Rebecca. My favorite food is Italiano. Love Italian food. Love Puerto Rican food. Yes. I love, let's see here. Believe it or not, I love Italian food. I love Salvadorian food. I love Mexican food. I love German food. Actually, love German food. Okay, you guys ready for this one? Love Indian food. I've been to India. I went to India. Love India, actually. You either hate India or you love India. I love India personally, and I've been to India. Love Indian food, and my friends and family will tell you that the only time that I'm ever allowed to go to India or Indian food, or they'll go with me, which was back in the day, is on my birthday. Isn't that sad? Because half of them don't like Indian food. What's wrong with these people? But anyway, they just need Jesus. That's all. So anyway, yeah, I love Indian food. Favorite 80s song. Oh, Brittany, now you're really getting me. Okay, let me explain to you guys this as well. So in the 80s, I'm trying to think. No, it was 90s. I'm sorry. Okay. In the 80s, I was a teenager. So I'm trying to think. 89, yeah. Okay. In the 80s, let me see this. In the 80s, I loved. Are you ready? This is so embarrassing. I can't believe you guys are asking me this. In the 80s, I loved pop music. But let me say this. I loved 80s Christian music and I loved 80s pop music. I went through a long time where it's like, you know how like you listen to all the pop music, then you get saved, then you start listening to Christian music, then you throw all your old pop music away. And then later on down the road, you're like, well, that song actually wasn't that bad. That song wasn't that bad. So you pick up a little bit of the stuff you threw away at one time. That was the extreme Jeremy in the early 90s, But I love 80s Christian music. I love Amy Grant, Michael Smith, Gosh, I love them all. Because I used to own a Christian bookstore here in my city. So we had all of them, But yeah, I was raised on all those. Trying to think of anybody else. Gosh, I loved. You had Mark Farner. He was the '80s. I love Christian music in general. Petra. I've met Petra. I've eaten dinner with Tim Minder, who was I ate dinner with Wayne Watson because they used to come to my bookstore when they would sign autographs. Met Sandy Patty. Met Amy Grant. Gosh, man, met Petra. Who else? Brian Duncan. Met Brian Duncan. Ate dinner with Russ Taff in Georgia. I was a huge Russ Taff fan. Huge Russ Taff fan. I really want to interview him one day on here. Gosh, I don't know where else to go. If you guys remember Wayne Watson. Now, on the flip side, Brittany, I will tell you this, the bad part of this. I was a huge 80s fan too. I'm not gonna lie. I loved everything I did in the 80s. I'm not gonna lie. So y'all don't think I'm a heathen, but in the 80s, I loved anything from Rod Stewart, Duran Duran, Madonna, Cyndi Lauper, all the poppies, love and Bon Jovi. You had to love Bon Jovi in the 80s. Gosh, man. I mean, yeah, I could tell you until this very day, I'll give you guys something you guys didn't know this. Okay. To this very day, if I'm in a mall, if an 80s band comes on, Christian or secular, I can tell you within 5 seconds who sings it. That's how crazy. I loved music with a passion. Loved early 90s Christian music as well. Then I got more into the more Christian music back in the 90s and so on, I can still tell you some of the pop songs today, but some of them today is just really just bad, okay, favorite traveling spot. Okay, that's a good one. So I will say this to you. In let's see here. In America, I'll put this in America. My favorite hot spots, California. Not gonna lie, I'm a big LA guy. Completely. Love me LA. Have a lot of friends in LA. Have a lot of clients in Beverly Hills. I see a lot of clients in Beverly Hills. So I love LA. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here in this country. I love Denver, Colorado. Huge Denver fan. Because I love mountains. Love Seattle. Now, as far as outside the country, hold on to your seats on this one. I love Switzerland. Switzerland, absolutely. I would live in Switzerland in a heartbeat. Love any European nations. I mean, I would live in Europe in a heartbeat if I could live in California. Let's see here. Love Switzerland. I actually love India. Now, I wouldn't live in India. Let's get there. I wouldn't even live in India, but I love to travel India. Yes, I love Switzerland. Where else do I like to go out of the country? I want to go to Tibet. I know I'm a crazy guy. I want to go to Tibet, Nepal. I don't use the word bucket list. I don't need a bucket list. I'm just going to go there one day. So I'm going to try to go there next couple years if I can. I like Mexico. Meant to see. Is it Machu Picchu? Was it there? I think that's one. Can't remember that. Been there. A lot of places I've been to out of the country. I've been to over 20, I think 27 or 28 nations, I think. But yeah, those are some of my favorite traveling spots for that completely. Malibu. Oh my gosh. Come on, Pam. Malibu. I mean, there's a Miley Cyrus song that's called Malibu. And every time I ever hear that song, it's like, I love me some Malibu. I'll tell you something. What I did. This is really bad. Okay, I love Malibu with a passion. Malibu, I'd live in a heartbeat. In fact, one of my dear friends from my church, she goes to, what is the school? Is it Pepperdine in Malibu? And she models out there, and she's been to, what's this dude's name? Titanic. What's the guy's name in Titanic? Real famous guy. I don't know why my brain cannot think for the moment. What's the famous guy in Titanic? You guys know him. He's still, anyway, she goes to his parties all the time in LA. Yeah. She went out on a date with, what's his face? That was Spider-Man. I mean, I'm like, really, Rachel? Seriously? So, but anyway, yeah. But, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. She's been to his house many times on his parties. She goes to, no, Orlando Bloom. No, Orlando Bloom is, used to be Katy Perry's man, but they got divorced recently. But I like Orlando Bloom, Pirates of the Caribbean. I like those movies too. I think would you guys ask me a question or something? I can't remember now what it was. Oh yeah, Malibu. Yeah. So I'll tell you my story about Malibu, Pam. So when we went to Malibu years and years ago, this is years and years ago, and all those black smooth rocks, down in the ocean. So the crazy dude that I am, I have rocks. I don't know why I have certain rocks on certain places I've ever been. So I went down in the water, got me a smooth black. I feel like I'm David about to slay Goliath, but I got me a smooth, beautiful black rock. This is about maybe that big, and it was heavy. And I carried it back to the hotel room, and I plopped it in my suitcase. I had to pay extra money for that stupid thing. I mean, I couldn't tell the people in my suitcase. He's like, "Well, your suitcase is over 50, over 50 pounds, and all my clothes, everything I bought. Then I had like a rock in it, a smooth black stone, and dumb me had to pay money for the suitcase to have this black rock to bring it back, for my home. But anyway, so I actually have certain rocks. I have a volcanic rock I got in Ecuador and Costa Rica. Got one of those as well. But yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know why I think. Have you been in a movie? Oh, wow, Rebecca. That's a cool one. I have not been in a movie. I would love to say I was an extra in some movie, but I'm not. I do have friends of mine who've been in extras in a lot of movies. One of my dear friends actually is really good friends with Sarah Silverman, if you guys know her. Of course, I met a lot of these people, not her, but some of these people in California. I met a lot of them in the movie industry. But no, I have not been in a movie. I'd like to be. That would be really cool. But let's see. Anything else? Let's see. I collect sand from different places. Okay, well, good. So we can be crazy together, Rebecca. So, we like those kind of things, don't we? But anyway, awesome. Well, okay. If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and run because I've got some prophetic words to do today. And you will one day. I know I will, probably, I'm sure. Oh, have you been in a 90s music video? Have I been in a 90s music video? No, no. That would have been really, really cool. That would have been cool if I was, but I was not in a 90s movie. I will say this to you. A lot of people have said I have what they call it, a doppelganger out there. I've heard those many, many times. And it's funny because anybody that's around me with the bald head, they say, "Are you guys brothers?" And I'm like, just because people are bald doesn't mean they're brothers or kin, So, but yeah, no, I haven't been in a music video. Now, I will tell you guys my secret, okay? Tell you my secret. All of my life, besides ministry, besides always wanting to work in ministry, because that was my dream, was my call, my destiny. That's what I'm doing. I've always loved it. But all my life, I wanted to be a singer. And I will be honest with you. How many of you, now some of you are just a little too holy for this, but if you ever watched Saturday Night Live, there used to be a skit years ago. And I don't remember the lady's name in real life, but they would have this skit where she would be in the skit, and these really people dressed up would be there, and she couldn't sing, but we still to this day, a friend of mine, we still cut up about this. But she would always say, they would say something about something, and she would say, "Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing." And then one of the guys in the skit would say, "Don't think nobody's asking you to sing. No, don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. Okay, I'll sing. Okay, I'll sing." And that was always a joke with me, because like I've always wanted to sing. Like I wanted to be this really world famous singer, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be one, But nope, the world would not accept me as a singer because of the fact that my voice was not good. You do not want to hear Jeremy. Now, if I'm in the shower or if I'm driving the car by myself, I will be honest with you guys, all of you, I am that teenager in the car that will crank up the music pretty loud. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm just, yeah. So if you're ever driving near me on the road and you know it's my car and you know it's me, 9 times out of 10, you will hear my music boom, boom in the car. You'll hear my loud music. And I'll listen to whatever I'm in the mood for. Most of the time, I listen to things that are pumping my spirit up, but sometimes you get in those moods, you're like, I remember this song, but I just like my music loud. I don't know why, I have great hearing too, but so that's the little secrets of mine. Don't ever tell anybody. I ever told you guys that, all right? So I'm the one dancing and singing in the car. I'm so with you. I'm like, man, I will tell you now, Janika, I will tell you, Jeremy has some moves. Jeremy has good rhythm. I will be honest with you. My family, we can dance. My whole family, we can dance. Like, don't get me started because I will cut a rug. I mean, we can dance, okay? So I'll just be honest with you about that, right? I might be white, but I can dance. And so my family's full of dancers on that. I'll be honest with you on that one. So, but anyway, that is pretty much it. Brothers can work it out. I'm with you. So I hope you guys had a good day today for sure. With me. I enjoyed our conversation, and I see it. You can't carry a tune in a bucket. You're better at down a robe and touched by angel. Yeah, I definitely cannot sing for sure. That's a given. But anyway, but I hope you guys have a blessed day today. A party in the house. I'm with you. I really, and I will tell you this. Well, I better not tell you guys. I can't tell you what secular singer I do like because you guys will shoot me. I know you guys, and God knows, I'll probably be in this heretic magazine or something if I was, if they was to say so and so like so and so. But I mean, I love Christian music with a passion, love Bethel, love elevation worship. I love a lot of it, but I think Pam might know. Don't so if Pam says it, don't. If Pam knows me, so I know she'll know. But I do have a secular artist that I do like a lot. He's a cool guy. I'll just give you guys I'll give you guys a hint. He was a pop star for so long and just crossed over to country music, which everybody knows Germany does not like country music at all. I can't handle country music. But yeah, so but other than that, hey, I'm just your down to earth minister that loves Jesus more than life itself. That happens to be a prophet. So I hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful day today. And I want to tell you right now, I'm serious when I say this to you guys. I hope every one of you has a blessed, wonderful Christmas. And thank you as always for supporting us for all these years. I mean, I know all of you by heart. You're all such a blessing to me. I love every one of you dearly. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I love hearing about, I could sit here all day long. I can tell you your kids' names. I can tell you if you were married or divorced or how many kids you have. I mean, that's how much I got to know all of you guys. And I'm such a blessing and an honor to be able to know that about each and every one of you. And I'm looking forward to in 2026 to hearing more great things about what God is doing in each one of your lives. And we got a lot of great things in store. My team and I have been talking. We got a lot of great things in store for 2026. And so I'm excited about that. And thank you, by the way, many of you have sent so many great donations to me as Christmas gifts, and you've sent me gifts, in the mail, and I so appreciate that. And don't ever think for a moment it goes unnoticed, because it doesn't. You guys have been the biggest blessing in my life, and I so honor. I pray over every donation that's sent into this office that you guys have blessed me with, and the gifts you guys have sent me. So I so appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, because every one of you are so, so special. And I don't know what I would be on this journey of life without each one of you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So what we do in 2026, you guys are going to be a part of for sure. I always say this is not a one-man show. This is a kingdom church thing where we all come, every joint supplies, we all come together in God's kingdom, and we share and we teach and we learn and we give and we receive, and we all give God the glory every single day of our lives. So thank you for being a part of that. And I'm so happy to be on this journey with each one of you. So I'm trying to think if you guys will hear from me. Well, you will hear from me. I think Wednesday, my podcast will still come out on Christmas Eve. So listen to the podcast. And I love every one of you. Have a blessed, wonderful, wonderful day. And Merry Christmas to all of you guys. All right. Talk to you soon.